for the win!
Oh.
Chips.
What? I need a little snack.
All right.
What's the problem?
No problem. I'm going to get you some cookies.
Oh, you got jokes, huh, X?
We are live from the Palace of Auburn Hills for this Eastern Conference battle featuring the Pistons here in Detroit. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And I think for the 76ers, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, by now we're all aware of the nickname that's been given to Prez and Young. What isn't widely known is just why they've gone with the nickname Orange Juice. When I asked them why, they said it was because they put the squeeze on other teams. Not the most straightforward reasoning, but the name is stuck. You can imagine the citrus industry is foaming at the mouth to land them as spokesman. Guys?
Thank you, David. Did not know that was the reasoning behind the nickname.
And I have to say, I love that name. So often you get the most boring nicknames for players, but they went out and picked something that is at least unique.
The NBA season can be a grind, Chris, especially in the meat of it, like right now. How do you stay sharp during these dog days of the season or the middle of the season?
That's a great question, Kevin. You just got to stay focused. I mean, whether that is how you eat, how you focus, or whether that's how you stay off of your feet. You just want to make sure you stay mentally sharp, you know, and a lot of that is hanging around your family and friends as well, making sure that you stay around those that love you to keep you pumped up.
Great points. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Grant the 3 with Simmons in at the power forward. Young is out there with Prez, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. Now Jackson. He feeds it to Drummond. They set the pick. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. And it's off from three-point range. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road in front of a hostile crowd, they maintain their poise. They maintain their focus. Just awesome to watch.
Drummond, here's Lure, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And with the core that this Piston team has, they do a great job, Chris, of attacking the glass.
Well, Kevin, and conversely, the Pistons do a great job of limiting offensive boards while on defense. Every game they are getting a handful of extra chances because of their approach. The leader is Drummond, but there are a lot of other active bigs to fill out the roster.
Prez kicks to Grant. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Jackson. It's tipped. 4 on the clock. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And it's off from three-point range. Simmons dishes to Young. To the inside. Jackson with it. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Now here's Simmons. We're covering. Takes it from 10. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harris against Grant. And Young kicks to Grant. Young against Jackson. Lock at 6. Young's shot is off.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Moves back up. And the 76ers get it back. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Embiid. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And Embiid drops them both.
And what a tremendous advantage. Bigs who can shoot from the line.
Now here's Jackson. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Puts up a 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
Now, we all know Reggie Jackson is as quick as most guards in the league, but that isn't why he's able to get anywhere on the court. He does a great job of keeping defenders guessing with his change of speed. It looks like he's moving in slow motion at times because his movement is so fluid.
The Pistons trailing. Harris outside. Pass to Lure. Nice ball movement by Detroit. He kicks to Harris. Back to Lure. Caldwell Pope outside. And the 3 ball is good. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Wake up out there. Come on. We need to tighten up our defense on Drummond.
He is so talented with the changing of speeds on the move.
And you can't underplay how hard it is to guard a guy who is always starting and stopping. It's a constant guessing game if you're a defender, and eventually you'll anticipate wrong. Reggie finishes so well in so many places. It's a big part of why he's a great scorer.
That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Hit the tip. That one's rebounded by Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. From the wing. And Young with the basket on the assist by Grant. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there.
Jackson passes to Drummond. Back to Jackson. And no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Yeah, and they play in the same conference. Not a rivalry per se, but familiar enough to cause some tricky problems for one another.
Harris a screen on Grant to end the run. Drummond with it. Now defended by Embiid. Lure dishes to Drummond and stolen by Simmons. And a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
Let's go. Hustle up. We need to tighten up our defense on Drummond. We just talked about this. He's getting into our paint at will. Let's gap him and invite the outside shot. He does not shoot it well enough to beat us from long range. Defense, fellas, defense. Come on now, let's go.
Career from dislocated shoulders to ankle injuries to, of course, everyone knows about the knees. And so for me, I was just trying to play every single moment I could and as many games as I could. So, you know, don't really know when I realized it, but it didn't matter because whenever you realize it, you don't want to.
goodness. Woo! Wow. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Feeds it to Baines. Smith on the wing, defended by Young. 5 on the clock. Shot to end this cold run.
And gotta credit the D of Young there, using every inch of his frame to contest these looks.
Down low, Okafor. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Smith kicks to Johnson. There's the pick. Inside. There's the three. And it's Noel with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 11. Over to the wing. Here's Prez. His three-pointers off the mark. The Pistons shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Prez. And when Stanley Johnson was picked 9th overall by the Pistons in 2015, it was a bit of a surprise pick to many people.
Kevin, you've seen flashes of why the Pistons were so high on Johnson. So far, he looks as strong as almost all small forwards from the draft. Who knows just how good this guy can get. One thing you knew about Stanley Johnson coming into this league as a rookie is that he already had an NBA body. He's deceptively strong with his frame and can close ground very quickly. He's hard to move when defending because of how strong he is.
Second shot opportunity, and it's Okafor. That time on the assist from Covington. Okafor's got his second basket of the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. The Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Pistons trailed by 8. And with Johnson, you know, the physical gifts, Chris, are just right in front of you.
Well, Kev, he reminds some a little bit of Jimmy Butler and how he first started his NBA career. He still has a lot to learn, and he can play tough defense.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Bean in at shooting guard. Simmons is out there with Grant. And it's Young, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He ended with 28 points and was effective from long range as well, with a number of threes. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin will see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
David, thanks for the great update, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of it. I think he likes that. It's a challenge to try to improve upon what was such a spectacular display last time out.
It seemed inevitable for this duo to get a nickname, but it's come out. It's going to stick. Prez and Young are known as Orange Juice. Not a bad name for this tandem.
Yeah, you know what? You don't get a nickname that takes hold unless you're doing something special. And what Prez and Young are doing is exactly that. This team is in great hands for the future.
Outside Jackson. The dish now to Drummond. Count that bucket. Drummond's got his first bucket in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The kick out to Young. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
And really, Young is very efficient at shooting the triple. The D has to be better guarding him from out there.
Prez passes to Young. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sarge is checked in for Simmons. The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. There's so many guards that can just dazzle you with their ability to handle the ball. And Chris, do you feel right now that you've spotted the best of the best in that regard?
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, let's give Jamal Crawford, Chris Paul, guys like that, some credit for their ball handling ability. But in my opinion, it's all about Kyrie Irving and Stephen Curry. I mean, when you look at how these guys, not only their ball handling, but how they have the ability to finish the shot after all of that work is what makes them so special. So those two guys for me are something that, man, just crazy to see.
Well, that was well said. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons trailed by 11. Jackson with it. Now defended by Grant. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope goes up on the wing, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Prez kicks to Sarge. Count it. Sarge has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than that.
Each one of them were considered contenders for so long.
Well, the job of turning things around here in Detroit has been nothing short of spectacular.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Landry's checked in. Top of the key, Harris. That's tipped. And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. Oh! I mean, that's a rugged play.
Goodness gracious. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his...
Oh, wow.
Really? The dunking skills of Prez are just incredible, taking off like a rocket towards the rim.
Young against Jackson. 1:58 left in the second quarter. Shot from 12. Harris misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that three from Prez set up by the pass from Young.
And Young is an unselfish guy, and he was looking to get Prez the ball in that situation.
1:36 left now here in the second. Jackson against Young. To the inside. And now here comes Young leading the break. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
Young against Jackson. Down low. Stolen by Landry. Young with no one around. That three off the mark. Pistons trailed by 20. Caldwell Pope outside. There's the pass to Lure. He dishes it to Drummond. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Carl Landry.
Well, I tell you what, when Drummond burrows his huge body down low, it's big trouble for the D. All you can do is foul him. Now, when you think about Andre Drummond, the first thing you think about is his relentless rebound. He's arguably the best rebounder in the game. Just inhales misses off the glass. Routinely, he can go out there and get you 20 boards easily.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Lure. Marcus Morris comes in for Tobias Harris. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Okafor. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Really enjoy watching Young pass the ball. Not a selfish player. Loves spotting his guys open.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. The 76ers also with a sub. Noel's checked in. Morris a screen. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Baines. And the foul called on Justice Young. The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Morris. Misses from short range.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead, running away with this one.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey.
Welcome back to Detroit. That's the fist of boxing great Joe Louis, located at Hart Plaza. You don't want to get in the way of that, do you? Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just his ability to play above the rim led to some highlight reel dunks and really pumped up his teammates.
On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. John Lewis out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but in the end, the Pistons owner gave him the chance to coach and run the front office, and that led him to Detroit. The Warriors went on to win the title that season, but Van Gundy insists, if I had to do it over again, this is exactly where I'd want to be. Kevin, he can build this team exactly as he wants.
Thanks, D.A., and after some tough exits in Miami and Orlando, this time he holds the cards.
Right, and good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Drummond a screen. Jackson misses. Philadelphia leading by 23. Simmons dishes to Young. And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Timeout. Start it. Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. Now they're playing like they're desperate.
Ops, in your experience, which was harder to defend?
It depends on the player. If a guy can pick and pop but he can't dribble, it's easy to stop him because you run him off his spot.
Oh. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
They are really playing spectacular ball and crushing the hopes of their opponents. That's what you're supposed to do.
Will it go? And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lures got 6 points.
Well, and Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can...
Whoa!
No, come on.
Woo. Wow.
Well, this is what it's all about. Both Prez and Young have it going, and the numbers are piling up.
And Orange Juice putting the squeeze on for sure. Tremendous play from that duo.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Now here's Prez. Guarded by Harris. Kicks it to Prez. The feed to Young. Offline with his three. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Tries it from 19. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson against Young. Harris passes to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Bean, he's in at small forward. Sarge is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Levens. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Smith kicks to Drummond. He shoots again. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Prez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Young. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Jackson against Young. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Here's Johnson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50% from outside the arc. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Prez.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Here's Smith. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The effort of Drummond is just exceptional. A masterful screener who really clears out space thanks to his wide frame.
Here's Prez. Again, Philadelphia.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
To the middle. Stolen by Sarge. Here's Prez. And no good as it rattles out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Jackson. Johnson, a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Ooh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Prez kicks to Landry. Young outside. Passes to Prez. Doubled by Smith. 5 to shoot. And Levens throws it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Prez.
He took care of so much of the work for them down low. They didn't even have to worry about rebounding with him on the floor. He had it handled. What a display on the glass.
It's tipped. And finish off by Prez.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
But that's just tremendous work by them in setting the pace of the game to their favor and maintaining that throughout the game.
That free throw, no good.
You love the heart that Drummond plays with. He's just a physical beast who's using his gigantic size incredibly well.
And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. And the shot is good. That's now 32 points for Prez.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, It is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
Johnson kicks to Drummond. Here's Bullock. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Back on the floor. Ray McCallum.
He feeds it to McCallum. Johnson kicks to Bullock. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.